from control 2, guys, we'll just look at the setup again. Here, pressure, and then I take away my arm, and fill that space with my knee, that's the first thing, and then I'm looking for that underhook. Especially if it's in this throat, I'm coming down, and then I fill that space so he doesn't get it back. Then I bring in my crossface, okay? And then from there, I make the connection, and then I start to work my head pressures, okay? So we're gonna look at the escape from that position, which is just your shrimp escape. You know, probably the first thing you learn really in jiu-jitsu. So again, just go from control 2. Yeah, perfect. So the first thing I want to be thinking about is this damn big shoulder in my face. I don't like it. So before Matty can turn my head this way, whereby my weapons are facing away, I don't have any escapes this way. All my escapes is facing him. So if he's turned my head this way, this is no good. So as he's making the transition into control 2, the first thing I want to do is I make a grip on the shoulder. Okay? So we need to talk about where our hands should be. Definitely not here. If I leave my arm over his neck, I'm going to get armbarred. If I leave it here, I'm going to get arm triangled. If it's down here, I'm going to get chimeras, armbarred, and Americana. So it'll either be in 2 places. It'll either be under here, and if I can get that, we'll talk about that in a minute, or it will be here. Now, the other thing I want to be thinking about is when I make this grip, I don't want this elbow away from my body. Just switch positions. So when I'm here, see the way now Matty's going to reach up with his right hand and pull this out. If his elbow's away from his body, I can kill that arm. And from there, I can set up a lot of things for me. So when he makes the grip, it's really important that he keeps this elbow tight to his body so I don't get a profile to get an open elbow. So when we're in our position, he's made the grip, his elbow's tight. If he does that, I can't attack that switch positions. So if my arms say, I've made this one, it'll always be here, this one will always be here, and I'll probably just keep it tucked into this position. If this arm's trapped, okay, sometimes to get it back a safe way is just like bridging and doing upa. So I'll bridge and bring it inside, if that makes sense, and I'll get it on the shoulder. So from our position, before this heavy crossface goes in, I make the grip. Okay. My elbow's tight to my body. I pull it back a little bit, and I put my hand in front of it, and then I turn my chin and tuck it. So it's somewhere just where his shoulder meets his bicep. There's a little space there. Whack on your heavy crossface. And this just bides me time. Okay. Now from here, the way I was taught the shrimp escape was I shrimp out, and I bring my knee in, I get my knee in. This position's bro. The only thing wrong with that is it's easy for the guy to pass your guard. So when we're in our position, here and here, again he's pulled that back, and now he's tucked his chin, nice. But the second he shrimps out and brings his knee in, see the way he's one knee? From there, all I've got to do is turn my hip, and I have side control again. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in a bridge before we do that, and that creates a lot of space, and that's the detail when we hit this escape. So, get my hands in the position, good position, control the hip, control the head. If I do that there, I can keep his weight off me. So, I'll make this grip, my elbow's tucked, I pull this out, place it with my hand, sometimes I'll even do a slight bridge, and I get my chin tucked, so I'm looking away from him. This takes away that heavy head pressure movement that we talked about. Before I do the shrimp, I bring my feet towards my butt, and I bridge all the way up onto my right shoulder, okay? Now, because I've bridged, I've taken Matty with me. Now all I'm going to do is drop down to where he was, and I'm going to keep him where he is now by just making frames. Drop weight to me now. See the way I've made that pressure on the hip and on the shoulder? So now I've created a ton of space. So now I do my hip escape, and I'm going to bring my knee in. Okay? Now, this foot is really important. It's not doing nothing. Okay? I want it busy. So from here, to get my guard back, this leg can do 3 things. I'll either bring it over, find a shoulder, Now I can use that to come back and get back to guard, or from there I can either, if I don't bring it over, sometimes if his arm's on this side, I'll just bring it under. And then from there, back into Z guard or back into closed guard. Or, worst case scenario, here, what I'll do is, I'll just curl it over his back. And then I use that to hip escape onto my left side to get my guard back. Okay? So, let's look at that again. A few details on that. So he's really locked heavy in control too. I feel the contact at the hip. He's starting to make me look this way. This is no good. So you make the grip. My other hand's reinforcing. I pull it a little bit, but I make sure my elbow's tucked in my body so he can't get an open elbow here. Once I create the space, I just turn my chin. So my chin gets into that little space between his shoulder and his bicep. This gives me a little bit of time. Now I do the bridge onto my right shoulder. See the way, because he's connected to me, as I bridge, he moves. But now I just drop back onto my right hip, and I keep him there with my frames because I'm controlling him at the hip and on the knee. Now I do the shrimp, and now I bring my knee in. And now I have three methods, right, of getting my guard back. Either the leg comes over, finds the shoulder, find the hip, and I'm back in. So that's over the top. Or I'll bring it under the arm and bring my knee shield in. Find the hip, back into guard again. Or, I'm not fond of the last one, but sometimes, if he's really, really tight on me and I can't get the arm over or under, I'll just drape it over his back. See the way I'm on my right hip? I hip escape onto my left side to get my guard back. Okay? So, I'll just use Ryan. So, the detail that we were looking at was where his arm was. Okay, we don't want this open elbow. So when I'm putting this heavy hard into him and he reaches with his hand, I'm here, right? And he pulls this out, see the way his elbow's out? Bosh, we don't want that. Switch positions. So when I pull it out, my elbow's connected to my body. This one can also push a little bit, just to get my chin in. That's what I want there. Now I do the bridge. And because I have control of his hip and his head, the second I drop down, see the way I've created space between Ryan's body and mine? The second I drop down, you try to follow me, bro? Okay, now from there, now I do the shrimp. This makes space in the lower body. All I'm looking to do is bring my leg in. Now this leg's live. I can bring it out, put it on his shoulder, find the hip, and I'm back in. Depending on where his arm is, I'll bring it underneath and make an E-shield. And go to the Z guard if I want to find the hip, or I'm back in. Or the last one, maybe I bridged, and when I dropped down, my frames weren't structurally strong. Maybe I had my arms bent, with the weight from coming down is still nearly on top of me. The leg will come over. I'm on my right side, so I'll use that to turn. But when I turn, I don't just use my upper body, or I don't use my lower body, I'm also turning this way, which gets my guard back. Okay, let's play around with that, guys. It's a real basic escape, but there's a ton of details in it.